The president's top diplomat went to the United Nations today to lay out the case for a global campaign against North Korea that involves the use of economic, not military force. Senior correspondent Rick Leventhal is at the UN tonight.
With each successive detonation and missile test, North Korea pushes Northeast Asia and the world closer to instability and broader conflict.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says the time has come to step up the pressure on Kim Jong-un, telling the United Nations Security Council business as usual is no longer an option.
For too long, the international community has been reactive in addressing North Korea. Those days must come to an end. Failing to act now on the most pressing security issue in the world may bring catastrophic consequences.
Tillerson says Pyongyang has been thumbing its nose at the UN for 20 years, and recent nuke tests and ballistic missile launches and the regime's threats to attack America have prompted the Trump administration to take action, asking member states to fully enforce resolutions already in place and for tougher sanctions to be imposed, singling out China for supplying 90% of North Korean trade, helping to keep the regime afloat. Thursday on Special Report, Secretary Tillerson said the Chinese are willing to work with the U.S.
We know that China is in communications with the regime in Pyongyang. They confirmed to us that they had requested the regime conduct no further nuclear test. And in fact, we were told by the Chinese that they informed the regime that if they did conduct further nuclear tests, China would be taking sanctions actions on their own.
At the UN, China sounded defiant.
China strongly urges all parties to remain calm and exercise restraint. We also demand the U.S., the ROK, and other parties to refrain from conducting or even expanding military exercises and development against the DPRK.
But the show of strength is already underway. A naval strike group, including the USS Carl Vinson aircraft carrier, will arrive at the Korean Peninsula this weekend. Acting Assistant Secretary of State Susan Thornton told Fox News time is running out.
It's the combination of the rapid pace of testing and technological development, the determination we see on the part of the government there, and frankly the unpredictability of the regime in North Korea that makes this such an acute security challenge today.
At the end of the session, Secretary Tillerson basically scolded the Security Council, suggesting if sanctions had been vigorously enforced in the past, we wouldn't be here today, and that the only way to make your voice heard is with action. Brett?
Rick Leventhal outside the United Nations. Rick, thank you.